Hello everyone. Today with us is Soumya Ranjan sir, the alumni president of IIIT-Bhubaneswar. He has worked with global giants like ITC Infotech, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, and he is now the director of Perfios. So let's hear for him how was his journey when he passed out from the 2014 batch.
Hello. So basically, after completing BTech in computer science in 2014, I joined ITC Infotech, worked there as a Java developer for around 2 years. After that, I got an opportunity to study at XIM Bhubaneswar. I did my MBA in finance and marketing. During my MBA, I interned with Capgemini, and I had also been associated with the placement cell of both IIIT as well as XIMB. So after that, that kind of experience, I was always more into taking up a little bit more challenging roles, something which is more client facing, and hence I had an opportunity to work with Capgemini in the pre-sales role, where I interacted with some very good clients across the globe like Volvo, IKEA, and very good exposure I got there from a client standpoint. I worked with uh, in a very different setup after that, completely Indian domestic MSME, small and medium enterprise clients like with ICICI Bank and Axis Bank. Particularly because I was there during the COVID time, I got a chance to interact with one of the best and some of the most underappreciated entrepreneurs of India, who run the backbone of our industry, of our economy. These are very small businessmen who are suppliers to larger companies, and who contribute to a very large labor force of the country. Okay, employment of this labor force is one of the best contributions that they have, apart from contributing to small businesses. So yeah,
Yes.
currently I'm working with Perfios. Perfios is a basically a fintech enablement based company, and we work with almost all major banks and NBFCs in India, and fintechs as well.
Right, sir. So, sir, tell me more about the fintech term, that finance and technology in one. So, you are from triple IT in technology field, and then you went to XIM into the finance. So, tell me some more about this fintech things.
Yeah. So basically, fintech in itself is an industry that has evolved so much in India, and that is primarily because India is a credit-hungry nation. Okay,
Mhm.
a lot of people deserve a lot more credit than they actually have access to. Beats. Just imagine this. Okay, you might have heard this dialogue in a lot of films that today. Today, getting a luxury car is cheaper in loan, of course. Okay, taking a loan for a luxury car is cheaper than taking a loan for some for purchasing some machinery. Okay,
Mhm.
imagine you're a doctor and you want to purchase a machine for dental implants, and imagine you're the same doctor who made a lot of money, and then you suddenly want to buy a Mercedes. So this Mercedes will definitely be cheaper, because somehow we trust a man with money, but somehow we don't trust that same man when he's wanting to make money. Okay,
Right.
and that is a very big gap in India, because of which banks have been working hard towards it.
Mhm.
NBFCs have come up in India with in a larger way, and fintechs are trying to solve the problem of reducing costs by technology. Okay, that has been the contribution of fintechs today. It will grow manifold because India has a lot of potential. Investors have already shown that promise. People are hardworking here. The only thing that we lack today is access to credit, and that access to credit will be resolved massively by the fintechs that we have today.
Mhm.
And of course, hoping more will be born tomorrow.
Right. Sir, when did you realize that you are into finance? And if anybody is interested in today, for example, in our college, so how should he or she pursue or proceed towards this?
So basically for the first time I ever mm, made a share transaction. So my father was basically helping me understand the share markets more during the childhood. I used to look at the IPOs of new companies when they used to come in newspaper. I
Mhm.
had an understanding of how the share market works, how the IPOs work, and I also had an idea about how the secondary market works. Basically, wherever we go, the Nifty 50, Sensex, the
Right.
brokers, how to buy shares, sell shares. so I had an idea about all of these things when I was around 13 years old. So the thing is, but yes, I didn't have access to banking knowledge. I didn't know how the banks used to work. Somehow I had an inclination towards the overall world of finance with an Indian context. And when I got a chance, when I was in Capgemini, I was thinking, okay, I did my BTech in computer science, I did my MBA as well now in finance and marketing, but I am still in an IT company. I used to think that I'm not doing specifically something in finance. What happened to that passion? Randomly, one day I got an opportunity to interview with one of the largest banks in India, ICICI Bank. And when I went to that interview, even I was asked during that interview that, okay, what do you know about banking? Actually, I knew very less. But then they asked me, what do you know then? I told them I know about the share markets. And somehow the interviewer was convinced with my knowledge about the finance domain and my basic understanding of how the Indian economy works. And I got a break into banking. And uh, uh, it was not a typical day for me. I was meeting entrepreneurs every day, trying to understand their dreams, trying to understand their ambitions regarding India, how they want to, I have met entrepreneurs who wanted to rush into the process of vaccine making. They were part of the process as a very small supplier. And that day, that was a time when we didn't even know when the first COVID vaccine will come out, right? And I was meeting people who wanted to be a part of that process, but they were having lack of capital. So that is when I thought that I'm at the right place. Somehow I'm at the right place. Even till then I was always doubtful, but today I am proud about the fact that I have been able to work with this kind of people, help them get loans. Yeah.
So it was a nice journey. If any student want to learn about finance, or if he is interested, he know that he's not that coder type of person, or he want to go in finance, so what advice would you give to them?
Okay. First of all, do not follow any influencer blindly, please. We already have an overload of influencers. They all have their own agenda. They want to drive the products that are being asked for them to sell. Okay, they are obviously putting out paid partnerships in front of them. And I will go out bold and say this, that please do not indulge in any person in particular. Don't think that they will change your life. They're only here to change their own life. Okay, first of all. Second thing, the government has taken a lot of initiative to make sure that you have access to complete training material on the stock market. So if you go to the website of NSE India, National Stock Exchange, you will find link to courses. Some are paid, some are free. There are very good webinars where you will have authentic understanding of investing, be it stock markets, future and options, or anything. You will have a very authentic source to understand all of this. SEBI, which is a regulatory authority which works on stock markets, is working hard to make sure that you are aware as an investor. Coming to the banking part, do not take unsolicited loans from Chinese apps, or avoid applications on your app store where you get easy money. Try to question, try to see if that source is legitimate. Is it a real bank or NBFC or not? And when it comes to insurance, please take your insurance in your own, as per your own risk taking ability. Take a health insurance on time, take a life insurance once you are ready. Once you think that people are dependent on me, definitely take it at the right time.
Sir, one more thing that you mentioned in your talk session, that data theft. Data theft is something that people should know about, that should be aware of this. So once again, if you can.
Yeah, so basically I spoke about identity theft, where if you leave your credentials unattended, it could lead to loss of misuse of your information. So for example, whenever you walk into any hotel, please don't give them a blank photocopy of your PAN or Aadhaar or driving license. Always sign on it. Try to mention something like, for the specific purpose of hotel check-in only. Try to scribble a little bit over your credentials, so that, okay, they accept it, of course, and they don't misuse it for, in any sort of backend. So any place where you leave all of your credentials unattended could lead to impersonation, data, complete identity theft. There have been instances where a person is unaware of the fact that there have been businesses running on his name. There are those businesses are again illegal, okay, and then illegal sims issued in his name, and then savings account opened in his name, loans taken in his name. So when you when you clone the identity of a person, you can do anything with it, and specifically that is the thing that you should avoid. Whenever you have a credential with you, be it PAN, passport, Aadhaar, driving license, always give it to people you trust. Give the photocopies of people you trust. Don't unnecessarily hand it out to people. Today in India, because of a huge economy, these kind of incidents are rising. There has been an
There is.
entire phenomena of Jamtara, that you have seen so many duplicate SIMs. Where are they coming from? They belong to someone.
So one last question: the best financial advice you can give to our students.
I have been searching for financial advisors all my life. Paid so much of money to so much of matlab, basically useless content creators, thinking that they will change my life. Honestly, there is a line that I really loved from one of these movies I saw. चमत्कार सिर्फ तभी हुआ जब जादूगर मैं खुद बना. So basically, it means that I will only be able to change my own life when I'm working on it hard. Okay, and I believe by that I really believe that the best investment that you can do in your young age is yourself. When you invest in yourself, you multiply by X times, rather than you focusing on your investment, which will grow 10 to 15% an annum. Maybe you will grow yourself at 20-30% per annum if you're able to pull off the right kind of salary in the market.
Right, that's an
So
active source of income, and the investment is for the passive side. When you earn, then you put in that, and then it
yes.
will grow for the same. Right, sir. So when you said that Hindi line, actually I remember one line from my area also. उधार एक जादू है, हम करेंगे आप गायब हो जाएंगे. So it was a nice session. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank you.
for giving
Thank you.
us your valuable time, and we will be taking these type of sessions in the future also. Thank you, sir, for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank to the student media team.